Okay, so we're the 21st of January. I'm about to step out the door. Counter is still good. Everything else, not so much, but my hockey bag with my mannequins. I have one bag in my knapsack. All right, it's 7:55, so I have 35 minutes before starting. Yeah, that's all right. I usually come an hour before, but I do so few of these classes that it's discombobulated all the time, you know? What's good about this is that I do this off and on, well, a few times a year, but it's the same thing. So, kind of remember everything, you know? So I have to get someone at the security to open up the door. And hopefully the internet works, because I forgot my HDMI wire. Well, I have an adapter, because my Lenovo doesn't take a HDMI, so it has to have an adapter to a DV port. And also they have equipment here. They have baby mannequins, so I can make up for lost ones, you know? So that's good. I guess the only thing is that I'm always scared of losing this contract. You know, I guess that's like that with a lot of things, you know, you can't relax, you know? So as per usual, I just went to the security to ask them to open up the door here. They said yes. I heard him use his walkie-talkie. I heard the person who was just applying to it. Where is she? You know, I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. I'm gonna go back up and check. It's always like that, but on a good note, oh, see, they do sewing services here. But, yeah, there's been worse problems here. It's always like that. But I prefer this hospital than the other one. So, okay, I'm going back. Oh, because I know there's another way. Just to make sure, because, oh, there was someone there, and I thought that was him going to another door, but it wasn't him. So I'm back to the security. This is too long, you know what I mean? Sometimes the guy follows me or comes with me, but if there's like a delay, and I assume everyone has ADHD, I gotta go back and remind them. Because they didn't take my name or anything, you know? Which they usually do. Sometimes they take it afterwards. Because then I gotta check all the equipment and to check to see if the computer works and make sure everyone, when they come, that they have a profile. And some people have it because this has been the way we've been doing it for a few years now. But some people are new. Some people, the morning is usually good because it's brighter people, quicker people, more likely as nurses. So they know how to do this, you know? But sometimes there's people who have no tech savvy and struggling and, you know. Okay, so he verified in front of me. So he said the guy's at the door. So, yep. But I assumed that. I think I assumed that because it doesn't take much qualifications to become a security guard. You know, just need the course. You know, so. All right, here we go. Okay, it's open, and he left a box here. That's good. So let me just. No one's here yet, so that's good. It's really cold, so Hopefully people are gonna be late. Hopefully. Yep, let's set this up. So it's 11:30. We finished early this first class. I am so happy with that. It's 11:40. The class is supposed to finish at 11:30, even though it's not enough time. But we were only 4 people, so I was waiting for a lot of people. And I had to show one how to fill out her profile, and like it was complicated and whatever. But what was good with this first class is that there were 2 people who work in as respiratory therapists. In French, it's analothérapeute, but yeah, and so it was helping the whole group, helping especially for the other 2 who were less knowledgeable. And so we went right into video practice, and finished it early, then gave them their exams, and they all passed. I didn't have to modify anything, so that was good. And now I have another class at 12:30. So I got to eat. I just had 2 tortillas and some of the homemade pancakes. I didn't make any rice or whatever. I was like, whatever, this morning. You saw me this morning. I'm going to take some more caffeine and just chill. That's what I like about this. I get an hour to chill, especially if I finish early. Now the second group is always the num-nums. Actually, it's just people who shouldn't be in the class. In the morning, it's more the nurses, or what do you call and here we call an auxiliary nurse. CN, RCN, not an RN, but the one before that kind of does caregiving at the same time as some medications. CSN, CN, I don't know how you call it. I remember when you knew is that and said that, and I forget how you call it. But yeah. No, but technically they're in the same order of nurses. Just a full registered nurse. It's a step beyond before that. But anyways, yeah. Okay. But anyways, yeah. What I was going to say is that I was going to shut this off. What I was going to say is that they shouldn't be taking this course. They could just take a CPR class, but this is really a CPR for health professionals. But it was easier because there was only 4 people, and I only have 4 mannequins, so I didn't have to put them into groups, which takes long too. And if the people are slower, and if they're working nights, so they're out of it. And sometimes you get groups of just older nurses who are just like, they just don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Set in their ways, old hags, and they're just whatever, not good with technology, so they have to help them. I have to help them do their. Well, this morning I had to help one do her profile, and I just forgot to remind her to call to cancel the other one. Hopefully she'll do that on her own. That's what I've kind of improved on. I'm not taking everyone by the hand anymore. First of all, because I don't have time. I don't have time to explain everything that's going to be on the exam. Watch the video, get what you can get from it. You know what I mean? And it seemed to work. I'm not going to show you exactly what to do. I'm going to show the video, follow the video. You know what I mean? So it kind of takes the responsibility out of me and puts the responsibility onto them, which is kind of good because, me asking them questions that are going to be aligned with the exam, so they all pass the exam, and it wastes time. And it's it's kind of like me being my people pleaser type thing, So I think I've grown in the sense that I don't got time for that bullshit. Pay attention, watch it. If not, you fail. No, I'm not going to fail anyone, but maybe I might, So, yeah. I forgot. I cannot get this to work. I usually have the main computer here. It usually has a code that I can enter that's actually written there on the screen. That didn't work last time. It didn't work this time. But last time I managed to take the their HDMI wire and connect it to mine. It actually goes to DV. It didn't work. And I tried for a half hour before they came. And then when they came, I was helping them. And basically, I had to use my computer and connect it to their speakers. You know, I think we're like that. Then I'm thinking maybe I do need my HDMI adapter, but maybe not, because it wouldn't attach to that. I don't know, but I'm always worried about that because I'm not here often enough to remember. So sometimes I forget, did I do this? Did I do this? Is it going to be, or they always change something, cut off access. Ideally, if I come with my own screen, so then I just, like a projector, but I'm not doing enough to merit that, you know what I mean? And then this morning, when I was sending them their books as they were doing their exams, I realized there were 4 books that I should have gotten, and I didn't because it was for a first aid course, and I thought it was for this course. But it doesn't matter. There was only 4 people here, so I didn't have all those people to... So I still save money. That's what I'm trying to say. Now I'm going to watch some YouTube because at least the internet works. That's a good thing. Watch some YouTube, clean up a bit here, get everything back to order, but I'm not putting anything away because we need this for the next class. So, yeah. I guess also because it's really cold outside. Minus 16 degrees Celsius that people are not coming. One person came late, but she had her profile, so everything worked out well with that. It wasn't that complicated, but she couldn't find to go downstairs and all that stuff, so. So the second class went pretty well, considering, well, there was 7 people, there was more. Only one person didn't show up, but yeah, they start getting tired and sleeping, and we're talking adults, right? So, oh, telephone again. But anyway, so I just stuck with the way I taught it this morning, and it went well, and they finished early also, so that's good. But some 2 or 3 people had to redo parts because they got too many mistakes. They're like falling asleep reading the questions, they don't understand it, and like it's just like they're trying to get out. Yeah. All right, so we're 10:47, so I'm almost ready to go to bed. I just did my teeth. Just gonna wash my face and all that. No shower. Too tired. I was like vegging for a bit. I had to do work, you know, from the class I was teaching. I had to make sure that the bill was sent, that the cards were sent, and adjusted the bill, then put that in, you know, some paper, you know, bureaucratic stuff, I guess. And then make sure I have the lists and all that, the paper form in page protectors and put it in the binder. So all that was done. And of course, when I was finishing teaching today, we finished a little earlier, which is great. But then I, you know, had to disinfect the mannequins, which I was doing during the class while they were doing their exams. And then I had to, you know, scan the stuff. So there's a lot of work to do afterwards. As I get better, it's been 4 years, but it becomes I guess easier, I guess. So I mentioned in another video, I think, that I have another minoxidil Connect, because one of them who I was trying to get, and then there was the postal strike, and he was waiting for an order to come in. Then he pulled a, well, if I have to meet you, it's going to cost more. I'm like, no, arrogance will not do. Okay, so I just cut that off. And then I got another Connect. And then it was going well. I was going to meet him tomorrow, you know, but I knew I had to go to the bank. I have a couple of bills I need to pay, you know. And then there's the gym and all that. And I'm gonna not put my alarm on because I'm sleep deprived. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna contact. Like first he said, we were doing. It was supposed to be for Monday, and then suddenly he just changes for Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, okay, you want Wednesday? Okay, Wednesday I could do. And he works close and all that. And then today I get a message. If you give me his number to call when he's around. Are we good for tomorrow? And I said, yeah. And then he left his number. I'm like, okay. So I left it at that because I don't know what time I'm waking up, and you know how long it takes me to get out or whatever. And then I have to go to the bank, and so I didn't want to. Since he's at work, it's like I didn't think it was that big of an issue. He's at work all day, just have to come up for a minute. Then a little bit later, I get a message. Well, I have a meeting at 10:15. If you don't make it by 10, I can't make it. Otherwise, it has to be after meetings. I'm like, okay, I could. All right. First of all, I was a little like, are you putting pressure on me, bruh? Yeah, because I don't like this manipulation. I'm buying it from you. you know. So then I said, what? Okay, what time later on? And then he says he has this meeting at this time to this time, this meeting from this time to this time, this meeting from this time to this time, And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like that was a turnoff. It's like you had me, and you couldn't just remain calm. You had to do this, and then that. I'm like, well, I have my answer now for tomorrow. I'm going to the bank. I guess, and then the gym. I have one connected I was always buying my stuff from, and I would go to her place, and her husband would give it to me. And it's a trek to get there, but that's fine. And then I get the occasional, like I had this guy who just had a bunch of bottles and he sold them, but it's not a regular. But this one that is my connect, even during COVID, it was been consistent, and she's been putting stuff up. So I may have to do that. The thing is, like, you're trying to make a business of it, and I'm realizing, people are just getting it off the websites and then upping the price. Because I know some people went to a different brand, which is similar to the Kirkland. I just haven't done it yet. I used to order online, and then they stopped delivering to Canada, and I don't know, there's other sites that popped up, and I just didn't want to do that. But I might have to do that. Like, if I want to sell it on my own, in this gray market. I'm thinking about if I want to start like a business, because I'm watching a couple more YouTube videos of people doing that. And I'm like, one person's doing eBay, of course, but I don't want to do thrifting. But, fragrant oils, that might be something. Because if I want to wear cologne or whatever, minoxidil is good, and pre-workout. Those are the things I would buy and use myself. And so if I can get a big quantity and then sell whatever, but I would do it in person. I wouldn't do it delivering, because I think there's just too many, But yeah, so tomorrow for the minoxidil, it's a no-go because guy opened his mouth and ruined it. So I'm just gonna wash my face and all that. All right, so we're Wednesday the 22nd of January, 2025. It's really sunny. It's 12:30. I'm almost out the door. It was really tough because I woke up at like 5. I think I went to bed from last night, around 11. And then I had things playing on the phone, and I don't know. But I managed to do it once over here. This I'm going to put away. take with me. Even the sink in the toilet. I mean, that spray bleach, it's, let's say I have 32 ounces, and then I have a tenth of that, so a 10-to-1 ratio. So 32 ounces, I think, is to the bevel. I can't point where it starts to curve in. And I think the first, like it's a 1-to-5. Hold on a second. It's a, yeah. The last thing is a 5-to-1 ratio, but I do lower than that. So like where the lines end, the vertical lines, and there's that space, I'll do like half of that, I think. I think that's what I do. And then I fill the rest up with water till where it starts to bend here. And that's what I use. And it's so easy. I don't feel like, and I have my, what do you call them, microfiber towels? I just put it away. But I have a lot of microfiber towels. And so I just use it once or twice, depending on what I'm doing. Yeah, and then I just spray as needed. So I'm not worried about spending too much money because it's so few bleach and the water is free, and just spray, and there's no lather. And sometimes I'll use the new thing, which is Dawn soap with water. So I have 2 spray bottles, and so far it's so good, especially the bleach. But the spray bottle, the Dawn for washing my CPR mannequins is good. So I kind of alternate between both. So that's good. So it made just doing a once over here so easy. Now I'm gonna go to the bank. I have to pay 2 bills. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm still kind of foggy because, you know, the sleep schedule, lack of caffeine. I'm on my 2nd dose of caffeine. Like, I'm trying to, whatever. Okay. All right. The sun was just in my face, but now the buildings are blocking it. But off to the bank. And see, I just got a text for the class I'm teaching tomorrow, which is only like a few hours, but it's an hour and a half to get there by bus, which I decided to do because I need to work, and you know, I could probably go to the gym in the afternoon, evening, whatever. Whoa, let me run across. And then, like, she had called me last week and said I don't need to bring mannequins or whatever, so that's cool. I'm actually emptying the hockey bag and putting the mannequins next to my bed in the corner, because I was adjusting the batteries to make sure that they're the opposite direction, so they don't get used and die and corrode and break the mannequin. But anyways, and the defibrillators. But thank God I was collecting lungs for that. Like, there's plastic lungs that you have to insert. I don't replace them that much, but because I haven't bought a lot, I have to go get some. But thank God I had collected some from work in case of an emergency, because then I get a text saying they don't have lungs, so you have to bring lungs. I'm like, okay, I have lungs, thank God. I have valves, but I have to go buy some. And that's a trek. So I didn't do that today, obviously, because I'm running late. And I'm not doing the minoxidil thing. So it's the bank and gym. So it's 12:56, well, 12:57. That didn't take long at all. There was one person, but there was another person at the seated area, and the woman who was being served pointed me to him, which I didn't think was possible. That, you know, I didn't think he would serve me, but yeah. So that's it. He took the money out of my account because the bills had like 4 cents and whatever. It was just too complicated. So then I just went to the machine after and I put the money in there. And then I got a message that my credit card is coming because I had called them because of the postal strike. It didn't get sent out, so. But it's a good thing in the sense that I'm looking forward to a little bit of porn, and I have to have the money and put it in. There's one or two that I want to look at. So it's like a gift or, you know, something to do or whatever, as opposed to doing it impulsively. Yeah, I'm going in the grocery store here to get to the subway. I'm not going to do a whole full run around the building to get in. All right. So, almost at the gym. Just another minute. I'm going to the smaller one just because I don't know which one to go to that'll have the most best experience, you know. And it is cold, so if I go to the original one, I have to walk. I don't know. So I'm going to this one, and already my mood is not good. I didn't bring any food because I had all the pancakes before I left, and I set the mixture up to cook when I get home. Just have to add water. Yeah.